Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today, this Unimportant review, we have the Shin Gomez.
Why does he get Unimportant review and the other guys actually get a review?
Anyways, before you interrupt me, it's the movie monster series, Shin Gomez, from Shin Ultraman.
No.
Anyways, the reason why this is getting an Unimportant review is because we can't spend a lot of time on a video for a character that only had about 5 seconds of screen time.
Oh, so he only gets 5 minute video. Gotcha.
Yes. Overall, buy him. Moving on. All right. So, main reason I got this is I thought he was cool. It's Shin Godzilla, but they just they just put extra things on him and called him a new monster, which is so Ultraman that it just made me want this.
It is so Ultraman that it's actually Ultraman.
Yeah, it's like so Ultraman. It just makes it even more legit. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of like what they did with Jiros, where they just put the fin on him and they're like, hey, it's a new monster.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing with this. So I thought it was cool enough for a purchase, even though I already have enough Shin Godzilla stuff in my collection anyways. But it's not Shin Godzilla, it's Shin Gomez.
It's Shin Godzilla. Just say what.
And to be honest, I haven't even really bought that much from this movie, which I enjoyed. But I haven't really, I bought the figure arts and then I just been kind of buying the vinyls to go along with them. But it hasn't been, a priority of mine to grab them. It's just most of them I don't really care about, to be fair. I got the ones that I liked already. He was the only one I was really kind of missing out. And then he didn't even fight Shin Ultraman because he was more from Ultra Q. Which is kind of like what the introduction monsters were from.
What do you mean?
Well, the Ultra Q, it's a different series.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but it, transitions to Ultraman.
One of those weird thingies.
Yeah. It's the show that had the kid that flies around on the turtle.
I don't know what you're talking about, Steve.
I should make you watch it. It's horrible. In a good way, though. Alright, because some of them are your typical giant monster fairs, and some of them get kind of trippy. The turtle one's a bit on the trippy side. Anyways, so for the vinyl, this is imported, so you'll have to... generally, if you want
extra for that,
yeah, shipping kind of sucked, I will say, but because I bought this one on AmiAmi, which you save on the yen, but you can also get them Hobby Link Japan, but they charge you US dollars. Showcase Daikaiju, I think, gets them into, which is almost, I would say, you're probably better off because of shipping.
Touche.
But so he's a little bit harder to get a hold of if you want to get him, but it's not that inaccessible. But anyways, for the figure. For his little prison here, get the little Shin Ultraman card. Back, not too much going on there. Inside, more of the same. Just stuff I can't understand. Some Lego stuff. Anyways, here we do.
Wow, you just destroyed that value.
Yes, that's what we should rename these. Well, it's because I use these guys with photos and sometimes and stuff, so I don't want the tags on them. And personally, I don't really the vinyls. I think are some of the safest things in my collection for reselling.
Really?
I would probably sell my monster arts before I sell off the vinyls. Because I have all the monster arts characters as vinyls. And they're just more, these guys are more nostalgic for my childhood anyways. Alright, so anyways, for his detailing, he's very black. Very black all the time. He's got some really dark blue, bluish green highlights. It's almost kind of a really dark emerald color. You can see here on the chest. I think that's about it.
There's not much to it.
Yeah, it's because the only other coloring you really get is for the claws. They airbrush over the top of them. Same with the teeth are painted in. And this little spiky bit towards the back. The only thing that really gets some color variety is his tail here, which has this little grinning mouth with giant red lips.
That mouth looks weird. I don't know.
And it almost kind of looks like an eyeball.
It does.
Well, the one thing I like about it is, one, it looks like they just, put a sleeve over top of the shin tail. And that's how they made this detailing. Because you can see where the tail used to be, and then it just kind of over top of it. That and, this part looks rough, and then you got a little bit of detailing around the mouth here. It's not the cleanest transition. But the rest of it, it's mainly Shin Godzilla, the way the tail's set up, but you don't get, that pulsating red color on the inside. His spines are different, though, where they're just more of the traditional spikes going along the back here. And then he has the 3 plated sections here with this more turtle shell looking armor back here. Kind of looks almost sort of like Anguirus.
What is up with that?
It's like, they took some inspiration from Gomez and then they kind of did a couple of new things because it's Shin.
Why not?
Yeah. Makes him a little different. His neck is really chunky, though. That's the one thing. Like, I don't think I remember his neck being so freaking gigantic in the movie. But then again, I've only seen it once and it's been a minute. But he's just got a really thick neck. I also like, too, that the scaling, it's like this is just Shin Godzilla tail. Nothing too much different. But then for sections, yeah, he has more of like the crocodile, like dragon scales on the top here. And then it transitions back into Shin Godzilla for his feet.
I don't get that.
And then the hands are elongated, but you do get a little protrusion here.
I feel like this figure was made with just a bunch of random parts.
Well, that's pretty much how Ultraman works, right? They just kind of took the kaiju, tossed some random stuff on it, made a new monster. And then they would sometimes use other parts from other monsters and put it on the other monster to make it a new monster.
Monster fusion, go!
The monsters. For his articulation, arms go inwards and outwards. So nothing too crazy. The legs can go forward and back.
Yeah, it's got a little movement here and there.
And that's it.
Really?
Nothing at the head. That sucker is glued in.
What about that mouth down there?
Nothing at the tail. No little twisties there. So that's pretty much arms and legs. I kind of wish he would... Like, he's got a walking pose with a little bit of a lean. So if you're going to be standing on my shelf, that's pretty much how he's going to look.
It would have been awesome if the tail was curved, so like the other mouth was like above his head.
It would have been cool. Or maybe if it was just like sitting a little bit higher. Like, it is a little low for my taste.
Mm-hmm.
Then also you would take up less shelf space, which would be nice too.
Because right now he's just shelf hogging it for sure.
Just a bit. But overall, really solid figure. Even got some white pupils. I forgot to mention that. So like I mentioned, if you want to get a hold of them, Amiyami, Hobby Link Japan, I know still have them available. Showcase Daikaiju is another place I've ordered stuff from. They pretty much just specialize in giant monster vinyls. Mandarake you can maybe do too, but they get kind of pricey with the shipping, I know.
There are some places out there that's pretty crazy with the shipping.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much like even Amiyami's getting expensive now because it was like the 3 vinyls I shipped. I did DHL and it was still like $40.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, it was a good sized box because you got to figure like all these guys got long tails, so they take up quite a bit of space. It's not like it used to be where it was like $20.
And you were like, oh man, $20.
Like, holy crap, like these 5 Figma figures cost me $20 to ship. Unacceptable.
Good old days.
God, I miss those days. Stupid COVID. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. So help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook, guys. Like keep up the day with channel and donate. Would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you guys like just get some Ultraman figures for yourself, link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Help support the channel and get yourselves some cool collectibles like the figure arts or the 3-0. The Mayfix. Also all down there. Go check it out. Anyways, see you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.